Thank you, Madam President. This is a very simple amendment. It inserts after the last section of the bill as amended a statement that says that motor vehicles, the department will provide interpreter services to non-English speaking persons who request such services, and they must post notices of the availability of those services. I move adoption, and I ask that when the vote is taken, it be taken by roll.
A roll call vote will be taken on the amendment. Will you remark further? Senator Sampson.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I'm kind of disappointed that I'm standing here before the chamber today to offer this amendment. I was approached by a constituent of mine from Waterbury who lives within the Vietnamese community. And she approached me to tell me of a problem that we have with our Department of Motor Vehicles, and that is that our motor vehicle operator's examination is only available in certain languages, and Vietnamese is not among them. It was, in the past I believe it was, but I do believe during the last revision of the software it was removed. The concern I have, because I understood that we would only offer the test to certain language speakers once they reach a certain threshold within our state's population. But when I heard her story, she explained to me that people from Waterbury who live in the Vietnamese community who happen to be American citizens, U.S. citizens, who live here in our state, in the city of Waterbury, because of their difficulty and ability of taking the driver's exam in a Connecticut motor vehicle department, they are actually traveling to Massachusetts to get a driver's license. I didn't believe it at first, but she actually took me for a trip into the community. I met with a number of constituents, and sure enough, people that live right there in Waterbury. They've got to lie about their address and use a friend's address in Massachusetts because they're just simply not able to take the test in Connecticut. And when I heard this story, I went to the liaison for the Department of Motor Vehicles, and I spoke with some very nice folks there who seemed like they wanted to help. But at the end of the day, nothing's been done, Madam President. They have offered every possible solution, up to the solution that would make the most sense, which would be to add Vietnamese back onto the list of languages that the software allows. But everything up and including paying out of their own pocket for an interpreter to be allowed to take the test. And at every turn, they have been told no. We are just not going to accommodate this population. I've got to tell you, Madam President, I have a huge problem with this. These people are U.S. citizens. They are minorities in our state. And apparently because they are such significant minorities, they are willing to be overlooked by our state government. I think it is shameful that our state government gives driver's licenses to illegal aliens, but yet we cannot accommodate U.S. citizens who speak certain languages. Once I started down this path, Madam President, I started speaking with other people, particularly folks in Waterbury who live in the Albanian community, and I found out the same exact thing happens to them. So as I said, Madam President, I'm disappointed that we are here today. I'm disappointed that I have to bring it to the attention of the state Senate, something that I think should have been accommodated by officials at the Department of Motor Vehicles simply because I asked to be offering an amendment on the floor today to point out that we have U.S. citizens who are minorities who live in our state that deserve the same right to take the test in their language as anyone else we offer it to. I urge my colleagues to support this amendment. We can fix this right here. It's a simple couple of lines added to this DMV bill. They can do it within their appropriations. The Department of Motor Vehicles already schedules these exams in advance. Even if they accommodated these folks one day a month at one location, that would satisfy them and it would satisfy me. I urge adoption of the amendment, Madam President. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Sampson. Will you remark